Well, g'day everybody and welcome to a Fergie's Tackle Talk. Today we're talking knots. As the old saying goes, if you can't tie knots, just tie lots. The knot I'm going to teach you today is called a Paternoster. It's a single dropper loop. Most people use it for their offshore fishing, but I also use it for inshore. I use it for my snapper and gummies. I find I catch a lot less flatfish using this rig, and who wants to be spending all day catching rays? So start by forming a loop at the bottom. Hopefully you can see this line okay. I've chosen a colour that seems to stand out pretty well on camera. Create a quick overhand knot, just a loop there, and take your tag back through that eye twice. And that will allow you to just pull up a knot there. I didn't lubricate that knot. I'm not stressed over that knot. If that got caught on the bottom when I'm fighting a fish and that broke off and I lost my sinker, I'm okay with that because the fish is still attached further up. So now, simply come up here, I come up about 300 mil and just form a nice loop like that, a reasonable size loop, and pinch it together. You see that okay? So what you do then is by getting the two lines together and twisting my fingers, I am creating a twist in there. I've gone around about 6 or 7 times and creates me a finger grip in there. So if I bring my tag end back through that eye, bear with me for a sec. And show that up camera, you see there. So I've got a series of twists either side there. I brought the tag end back through the center of those twists. I've just pulled that up a little bit loose. Bit of lubrication on there and just pull that knot up nice and tight. That's it. Simple as that. One single dropper. If I wanted to do a double dropper, I would just have one probably about 150, 200 mil up and another one about 400 mil. If I was chasing smaller pinkies or some bait fish or flathead, I use that. So very simple. Now I'll come up here about another, say 400 mil and cut that off. That is my dropper. On the top here will go my sinker. I'm down about 400 mil. I've got a single dropper off the side there, which is going to hold my hook. Down about 300 mil to my sinker. Now let's put a hook on. The hook I'm using here for my snapper, and gummies a fair bit too, is on this one here. That's the Gamakatsu Octopus Circle. It is an offset circle hook. I do like them. They work very well. They hook fish exceptionally well. And being a circle, they are caught in the corner of the mouth 9 out of 10 times. Quite simple. To attach this hook, grab your dropper loop, just push the two ends together, so it's easier to go through the eye of the hook and through the top of your eye. I'll come in a bit closer so you can see it. I come through the top of the eye and simply wrap it around the shaft. Now a lot of people will stop there at once. A little trick I learnt many years ago is to go a second, even a third time around the shaft. And I'll show you why. When I pull this up, hopefully the camera's going to pick this up, both those bits of line are coming out the top of the eye of the hook now. If I did a single loop only, what that will actually do, it will grab in the corner here. And if you have a look at your hook next time you pick one up, where they bend the eye around into the corner where it comes back on the shaft, you can end up with a little bit of a sharp point in there because they're not welded, and your line can bite into that on a big fight. And if that line bites in there, it can actually cut your line. So single dropper, got the loop, go through the top of your hook, wrap it around your shaft 2 to 3 times, and then just pull it up. And that, guys and girls, is a single dropper. Sinker on the bottom, hook out like that, tied to a swivel, tied to my main line, and off I go. And you know the really cool thing about this? You pick a day where it's windy and rainy and you can't go fishing. You sit on the couch watching your favourite fishing show, hopefully mine, and sit there and you can pre-tie these. I will have 20 or 30 of these tied up. I store them in a soft plastics wallet in my boat. When I'm out fishing and it's cold and horrible, I can literally cut off the old one, tie a new one on, and I'm back in the water within a minute or two. So thanks for watching that. I hope that Fergie's Tackle Talk tip has helped you there. Any questions, feel free to send me a message. Tight lines and go get some fish.